I recently visited the Old Town of Prague in Czechia. I spent an awful lot of time in the Jewish quarter, looking around, exploring all the sights, and there's some wonderful sculptures on the buildings. Jews are believed to have settled in Prague as early as 1096 with the First Crusade, and eventually they were concentrated within the walled city. In 1262, Chancellor Ottokar II issued a statute Judaeorum which granted the community a degree of self-administration. In 1389, one of the worst pogroms happened. Over 3,000 Jews were massacred at Easter in Prague. The ghetto became prosperous once again towards the end of the 16th century, when the Jewish mayor, Mordecai Maisel, became a minister of finance and a very wealthy man. His money helped develop the ghetto. In 1850, the Jewish quarter was renamed Joseph City, after Joseph II, Holy Roman Empire, who emancipated Jews with the Toleration Edict in 1781. Most of the quarter was demolished between 1893 and 1913 as part of an initiative to model the city on Paris. What was left were only 6 synagogues, the old cemetery, and the old Jewish town hall. During a private meeting between the health board and the then mayor, Dr. Thomas Czerny, it was apparent that the lower part of the old town should be demolished on a basis of modern hygiene. Sanitation in the old town was not fit for purpose. The Nazi Germany occupation could have been expected to complete the demolition of the old ghetto, However, the area was preserved in order to provide a site for a planned exotic museum of an extinct race. This meant that the Nazis gathered Jewish artifacts from all over Central Europe for display in Joseph City. I would certainly recommend reading Gabriel, a story of Jews in Prague by S. Cohen, which was written in 1869. Whilst in Prague, I visited the archive library and came across a wonderful book written in 1902 by Dr. Zygmunt S. Cohen. This book gives a wonderful glimpse of how Prague used to be in the early 1900s. The book uses old photographs from the time, illustrations and some paintings, and I've used all these images during this little documentary, so I hoped you enjoyed these glimpses of the past. Currently, the Old Town of Prague is mixed with amongst the more modern buildings, and it is difficult to appreciate exactly what the old quarter was like when it was reputed to have over 180,000 inhabitants. Thanks to archive footage, which has been in vaults for centuries, we can see how Prague has changed throughout the years. Now only a handful of synagogues survive and footpaths of memories.